coming up tonight on the news at 6.
We make about a third of our revenue during the holidays.
Why this holiday shopping season is critical for local businesses. Plus, take a look inside a hair salon designed with the pandemic in mind.
From Montana's news leader, this is MTN News at 6.
Good evening. Welcome to the news at 6. I'm Marian Davidson. Thanks for joining us. It is Black Friday, which for many people is the start of the holiday shopping season. Public health leaders are calling on both shoppers and businesses to take steps to protect themselves against the spread of COVID-19. MTN's Jonathan Ambarian reports.
Lewis and Clark public health leaders say in light of the continued jump in COVID-19 cases, it's important for people to make a plan if they're going to go out for holiday shopping.
It's a typical Black Friday when everybody goes out on Friday and shops. But what we're hoping to see and what we need our residents to understand is if you spread out your shopping instead of doing it all at once, that will help because we want to reduce the crowds.
County Health Officer Drenda Neiman recommends shopping virtually or ordering ahead for a curbside pickup when possible. She suggests those going in person consider smaller local businesses and wait for less busy times to avoid crowds if they're shopping at a large store. Public Health is also asking businesses to help provide alternate shopping options if they can, and in some cases limit the number of people in a store at one time.
It's really risky right now. We have widespread disease happening in Lewis and Clark County, and businesses can really help us out by encouraging their shoppers to shop a little differently this year.
They also stress the importance of wearing masks. If someone can't wear a mask, Neiman recommends businesses find different ways of serving them instead of having them come inside.
Accommodate by offering up curbside delivery and things like that so that people can still access the goods that they're looking for in a more safe opportunity.
Public Health says it's especially important to be cautious over the next few days, as some people may have been exposed to the virus over Thanksgiving. In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.
All right, now it's time for First Weather with Chief Meteorologist Curtis Grevinitz. Curtis, that picture behind you is gorgeous.
Yeah, what a gorgeous sunset it was. Thanks to everybody for sharing some of the pictures of the Chinook Arch cloud formation that developed here this afternoon and this evening. It's nice to know there are some other cloud nerds out there. It's okay to be a nerd, kids. Here's a look at, again, that Chinook Arch cloud formation that develops off of the Continental Divide. Part of the Chinook Arch clouds comes with some wind, and we've got high wind warning in effect here for the Rocky Mountain front out across north central Montana, including Lewistown and Havre. Great Falls, of course, Cup Bank is included in there, but a lot of times when you get the really strong wind here, we get that cloud formation developing right off of the Continental Divide and off towards the east. And that's exactly what we had. I've got a few more pictures I'm going to share in the full forecast. But this weekend, widespread sunshine here. Really a nice last November weekend. Do have to talk about a few flakes and one heck of a high pressure. It's coming up in the forecast.
Thanks for that, Curtis. Business leaders in Great Falls say this Small Business Saturday might be the most important one ever. The Great Falls Chamber of Commerce put together a list of local shops that could benefit from your business this holiday season. The list shows if businesses offer curbside pickup, shipping from the store, or online shopping. Since the pandemic started, many small businesses have stepped up their presence online to attract customers who are nervous about venturing outside. Tomorrow, their doors will be open with public health precautions in place, like social distancing and hand sanitizer at the door. Great Falls Development Authority Executive Director Brett Dunny says, despite the pandemic, he is optimistic about the days and weeks ahead.
2021 is going to be a very exciting year for Great Falls and the surrounding Golden Triangle. I think our economy is going to roar back. But it's very important that we all hang together and get through the long winter. And supporting our local businesses is a great way to keep them going, give them the cash to get through the winter.
Masks are still required in nearly all public places. That includes most small businesses. And thousands of Montana businesses have taken advantage of grant programs to help them make it through the pandemic. However, they say that while funding is greatly appreciated, it does not come anywhere close to replacing what they have lost. MTN's John Riley has more on how this holiday season will be make or break for many shops.
A steady stream of shoppers found their way to downtown Helena on Black Friday, but not nearly the torrent from past years. Many retail businesses depend on holiday shopping as part of their yearly budget. During the pandemic, that revenue is needed more than ever.
We make about a third of our revenue during the holidays, and that is what sustains us from January until summer vacation-ish, when people start to come into the state. And even then, this year, we saw some movement of tourism, but who knows what we can get next year.
Montana Book Company is one of more than 8,000 small businesses across the state that have received funding through the Business Stabilization Grant Program. Each qualifying business was able to receive up to $20,000 to help cover payroll, rent, and utilities. Montana Book Company's last grant covered about a month's worth of those minimum business needs. However, small businesses have now felt 8 months of pandemic impacts. Downtown shoppers MTN spoke with said they were out Friday to help ensure local businesses are still there next year.
This year, more than any other year, because of the pandemic, they've been really hit hard. A lot of the foot traffic isn't there, and so we're just trying to be safe, but keep shopping local and keep these important stores in town.
It would be sad to see any of them close, and so I try to do what I can, as little bit of spending as I can, just to help keep them open. So.
Governor Bullock has announced another round of business stabilization grants, but that will be the last of the CARES Act funding. And right now, Congress has not reached an agreement on any additional funding beyond that. Business owners say they will take any support they can get right now, but they're especially going to need support in the months to come, when times tend to be the leanest. Reporting in Helena, John Riley, MTN News.
And still ahead on the news at 6, a Helena hair salon was designed specifically for the pandemic. We'll give you a look inside.
Montana's news leader. You're watching MTN News at 6.
Welcome back to the news at 6. One Helena stylist created a salon specifically designed to keep clients safe during the pandemic. MTN's Alexia Guayo goes inside to show us how it works.
Veronica Soth has been a hairstylist for over 25 years, working with different salons in the northwest region of the country. Like many businesses, she too suffers from the effects of the pandemic and had to stop serving her clients in March, until salons were allowed to open up again.
When salons opened back up, I was concerned for my own safety and concerned for the safety of my clients.
Veronica always had a goal to open a studio. The pandemic influenced her to open a single-chair hair studio, Uno Hair Salon, providing one-on-one service in a regulated environment.
It feels great to be able to come in here and do what I love to do, and to see the people that have been supporting me and know that I'm in a space where I'm 100% in control.
Veronica says she's been busy since her studio opened in September. She believes it is a clear sign that the Helena community will bounce back from this pandemic.
I really think Helena's going to bounce back. I've seen this town bounce back from the recession, and there's a lot of creativity here, a lot of entrepreneurial spirit that is, I think, going to be what's needed for us to all thrive.
Uno Hair Salon hopes in the long future, when this pandemic dies down, that they can expand their business into a teaching facility. In Helena, I'm Alexi Guayo, MTN News.
The salon will be closed all of December for maintenance, but it will reopen in January. And in Great Falls, a climbing center is getting creative to keep an annual tradition alive amid the pandemic. The Highline Climbing Center is holding its annual bouldering competition virtually. It's been going on for 2 weeks and wraps up this weekend. So how does a virtual bouldering competition work? Well, instead of having the usual dozens of climbers in for a one-day event, climbers come in on their own. They climb, log their climbing data in an app, and then the data is ranked in real time with other climbers in the competition.
It's definitely something different. It's the first time that we've actually had to do something like this where it's virtual. And I think the plus side of it is just how versatile it is. People can come in anytime they want.
He says there will likely be more virtual events like that in the future. All right, now for another look at the weather, Chief Meteorologist Curtis Grevinitz.
A lot of fun doing that rock climbing there, and high pressure making it fun to be outside here. Look at this high sticking around through the weekend. It kind of drops away Monday and Tuesday with a little disturbance coming through. Talk more about that coming up in the full forecast, but here it comes redeveloping later in the week, even stronger than before. A little more in the full forecast in just a few minutes.
Now with Chief Meteorologist Curtis Grevinitz.
All right, welcome back once again. Chinook Arch cloud formation making for a fantastic sunset here on this Black Friday. Andrea Dill Allen, thank you for that picture right there, looking off towards the north. Will Ebert, kind of like right underneath the cloud. Amazing texture, amazing structure. And how long is a furlong? Just asked Tom, who was out there hiking around and was able to snap that picture. No Photoshop editing here. That's the real color. And again, pretty sunset out there. Pretty evening. Imagine looking at that Chinook Arch cloud formation from Great Divide where the lights are on and it is the first night of night skiing. Thought I was getting sick and may have done some skiing, but no, I'm feeling good. Feeling good there, boss. 45 degrees in Great Falls. Southwest winds gusting to 43 miles per hour. So yeah, it's warm, but it's very windy. 35 in Helena right now, and it's the opposite. No wind, calm conditions in the Helena Valley. Some strong winds up around the Cut Bank area as well. And this is where we're under that high wind warning through tonight until about noontime tomorrow. Strong winds again off the Rocky Mountain front out through the north central parts of the state. And that wind will ease up late in the day. Helena will start out calm. We'll have the wind increasing in the afternoon once that front moves through. Look at that. It'll be nice with nearly calm conditions for a lot of the state here Saturday night into Sunday. A little breeze developing here off of the Rocky Mountain front, but nothing as strong as what we are experiencing right now. And that will continue into Saturday. Again, Sunday, a lighter wind for a lot of the state. Radar, very, very quiet. There's a couple of snow showers down into the higher terrain of New Mexico and some rain moving along the Gulf Coast. But high pressure is the name of the game for a lot of the west here. Now, we'll have a little minor front going through tomorrow, but it's mainly dry. Mainly just going to produce some wind across the state on Saturday. Sunday, look how vast the clear air is throughout a lot of the west. That will continue into the first part of Monday. Now, Monday night into Tuesday, there may be a little minor system coming through the state here with a few snow showers again. Monday night into Tuesday, but by the time we get into Wednesday, that system is gone and we're back in the high pressure Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe all the way into the beginning of the following week. We could be looking at high pressure conditions, clear skies, and maybe some inversions developing in the valley locations, including the Helena Valley. That's the beginning of, or the end of next week, I should say. But look at Monday and Tuesday, a little bit of some light snow moving through parts of the state. Hardly much in the way of accumulation, maybe a coating up to an inch or two into the higher terrain. Tonight, look at some of this warmth here for the final Friday of November. Low temperatures above the freezing point off of the Rocky Mountain front through Great Falls. Low at 42 for the overnight low. Some of these lows are warmer than the average highs would be for today. A little on the cool side, 20s northeast Montana, generally above freezing around Lewistown, and will be in the 20s close to Helena for your Saturday morning. Now, Saturday afternoon, it will be windy for a lot of the state with this front going through. Highs will be above average in the 40s, but again, that wind kind of negates that warmth, so to speak. For Sunday, it's a real nice sunny day, a little breezy, northwestern and northeast Montana here, but all in all, a real nice day. Monday, here comes that minor disturbance, starting out with some sunshine, a couple of snow showers moving in late, and we'll likely have a few more snow showers continuing through Monday night into Tuesday before moving on out here. Slightly cooler weather, but again, we bump right back into that bubble of high pressure here for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, likely through next weekend, the first weekend of December, all the way into the second week of December. Could be dealing with this high pressure. Does not look like much in the way of major cold or major snow until maybe at earliest the middle of December. Great Falls, windy tonight, tomorrow, a nice Sunday, a couple of snow showers Monday night and Tuesday, and then we're back in that bubble Wednesday, Thursday, Friday into next weekend.
Thank you, Curtis. Coming up, Montana State Northern season opener today was different than years past. Sam Hoyle explains why.
Montana's news leader. You're watching MTN News at 6.
Welcome back to the News at 6. Some sad news to report tonight. The beloved former voice of the Grizz, Mick Holian, has passed away. Mick was the voice of Montana Grizzly football and basketball for an incredible 31 years. In that time, Mick truly was there by the Grizz's side each step of the way, from the highs to the lows. He was there for the first football title in 1995 and courtside when the basketball program upset Nevada in 2006.
He absolutely lived and breathed Montana Grizzly sports and athletics. He was one of the most passionate, well-spoken, wore his heart on his sleeve guy that you could even be around. It didn't matter who you were, if you were a 4-year-old little kid or an old timer. He had time for you.
For the past few years, Mick had a radio spot called In My Opinion that aired on KERR radio in the Flathead and Mission Valleys. He was 76 years old. And the Montana State Northern Skylights played their season opener in Helena this afternoon against Lewis Clark State. But as MTN's Sam Hoyle shows us, everything about this year's opener was different for them.
Who would have thought that the year they leave the league, it's going to be our home opener, our opener at Carroll College of all places. So things are definitely not normal.
On Friday, the Montana State Northern Skylights opened their season against a former Frontier Conference foe in Lewis Clark State, something that doesn't normally happen. Except for the Warriors, they had just moved from the Frontier Conf to the Cascade Conference. And even stranger about the Skylights season opener, they're doing it in Helena.
Though the Skylights faced challenges en route to the loss, Northern head coach Chris Mowat said all he really wanted was the opportunity to get he and his players out onto the court.
I just as soon start that way. Let's see really where we're at right now with the kids that we have, that we're able to put in uniform today and see where we're at, because we have nothing to do but learn from it. I really believe that, and just have something to be excited about. I think that's a huge thing right now.
As the Northern Skylights got ready for their matchup, there was a mixture of excitement and understanding that if things don't go their way, it's still very early in a very bizarre season.
I feel like it's my first year again. I think our kids feel the same way. They've just been waiting, they've been waiting to go and get an opportunity. So I think that's really good. But at the same time, I know we're not as prepared as we would be for a conference game or something like that. And that's just, it's the nature of the beast right now. It's not a typical game. That's all. We're just going to have to go in and make it as typical as we can, given the circumstances. But, I just want to get that ball in the air and see what happens from there.
The Northern Skylights may not have won their season opener, but they'll get another chance to notch their first victory in this atypical season tomorrow when they take on the Valley City State Vikings. Reporting in Helena, Sam Hoyle, MTN Sports.
All right, and we'll wrap things up here on the News at 6 when we come back.
Montana's news leader. You're watching MTN News at 6.
Welcome back to the News at 6, and I don't know if you saw this last night, but a Scottish deerhound has won Best in Show at the 2020 National Dog Show last night. Her name is Claire, and she beat out hundreds of dogs representing 168 breeds and varieties recognized by the American Kennel Club. First, she beat 28 other competitors in the hound group, and then Claire competed against the other 6 group winners before taking home the top honor. 2 other breeds made their National Dog Show debut this year. The Barbette, a French water dog, joined the sporting group, and there was also the Doggo Argentino. Yes, that is its real name. That dog also made its debut. And now let's look at weather.
Yeah, and if you have yet to see Best in Show, the movie, do yourself a favor, and it's a great movie, especially if you're a dog owner. 7-day forecast for Great Falls. Windy tonight, tomorrow. Really nice, though, on Sunday. Little snow shower activity Monday night into Tuesday. And for Helena, enjoy that sunshine. It's going to be around for a while. Monday night into Tuesday, we could have a couple of snow showers.
All right, that does it for the News at 6. We'll see you back here at 10. Have a good evening.